All right, what's next? Hi, do you recommend to do the week leading up to the exam? Well, both Brian and I think 7 to 10 days out, you should be doing practice tests to get marks, right? So I don't know, Austin, if you've done a practice test yet and got a mark, but that would be our recommendation. Practice test, remediate, no more than one practice test a day. Brian, I think, Austin, if you don't have a Brian practice test geek, I would, Brian, let's be clear, Austin, what I'm about to tell you. For $20, I think, is it still 20, something around $20, Brian?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
PDF. For $20, Brian will send you his PDF as a practice test. I think it's the best practice test available. I just had somebody today, Brian. I told her to put that away. She's testing Saturday. I said, do the Test Geek practice test Thursday to get that final mark. Because what I like about Brian's practice test is there's no filler in it. There's nothing in there that is a vendor kind of a thing. It's testable content. And I told her to get that last mark Thursday. Then what I told her, Brian, to do with your practice test is to use it as a poor man's flashcard and read your practice test and answers Friday night and Saturday morning. And so that would be the last mark, Austin, is either the day before or the day before your exam, that final practice test, whether it's Brian's or whether it's, somebody else's. But if you got 7 days out, what do you think, Brian? 2-3 more marks on practice tests?
Absolutely.
Let me show you Brian's board here. Let me just show you Brian's board. So can you just explain that to him a little bit, Brian?
Exactly. Yeah, we always recommend the last 7 to 10 days you work on practice finals. Exactly what Dean said. Dean and I are absolutely simpatico in all this. Practice final to find out where you are in the process, how close you are. We like, obviously, low to mid 70s, if not higher. Okay. But your goal is not just to do 42,000 practice finals.
Yes.
Do the practice final to find the score and then run the performance tracker on these things, right? Where they break the score down into the different units to find your weak areas. So you can then go into Dean's videos or my videos. I have class notes that I like to review. That's the really, really distilled information. And if you needed to go back into a couple of practice questions on those topics. So you evaluate, you remediate, and then
that's right.
Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Right? That's exactly.
Yeah, we're so on the same page, Austin, on that. I had a guy, Brian, and he was bragging they did 4 practice tests a day, and I go, "What a waste of time!" I mean, the 4th test is not a mark. So under no circumstance, Austin, should you be doing more than one practice test. Practice test, then remediation, and you don't even have to do one every day. But I have a young lady. She's got a day off. And I said, well, if you're going to do 2, I mean, do one bright and early and do one late, early afternoon. Don't try and slam those practice tests. Remember, you're not trying to learn through the practice test, Austin. You're trying to get that mark, find those weak areas, as Brian said, and then remediate. That's what you're trying to do. And then we feel that if you're in the mid-70s routinely on practice tests, you should be good to go. Why would someone want to buy strips compared with 0